Yo, what's good people? So, as most of you know, I'm a very angry British man. There's a lot of stuff in this world which really grinds my gears, makes me shout out you scallywags. And what I thought would make a fun video is just to talk about the 10 most annoying things I can think of off the top of my head. The first one being, how come free trials require you to put in your card details for them? Like, bro, the whole point of a free trial for a service is that there's no commitments. But every single goddamn one makes you put in your full card details. I know why this is. It's because they hope you're forgetting you even signed up for a free trial so they can actually charge you for it later. But like, I don't care, man. Let me get YouTube Premium for a couple of months without having to put my card details on there and having the Chinese steal my digits, steal my social security number, steal my money. I don't trust putting my card on things. That's the whole point. I know online shopping is like the way of life, bro. But I just straight up don't trust it. I always feel like I'm going to get robbed. Feel like I'm going to get scammed. So I avoid putting my card on things as much as possible. And that's why these free trials really tend to piss me off. And how come people my age just can't seem to hold a conversation down? Like, bro, I be sending massive paragraphs full of detail, full of knowledge, and half the time these people just send me like 3 or 4 word sentences back. Like, how am I supposed to respond to that? You didn't even read what I wrote. And then they're like, why are you ignoring me? Why are you airing me? Because, bitch, you're not interesting. You can't conversate. Learn how to fucking speak to people. On God, bro, I can get a more dynamic conversation out of ChatGPT than I can most of the people my age. And that is just plain sad. Now we move on to OnlyFans models who complain about their job. Now, bro, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on them because personally, if I was a girl, big pause, I would be doing OnlyFans as well. And pretty much everyone else would be. Anyone who tells you they wouldn't is probably lying because it's the easiest money ever. But my point is, a lot of these people like to act like it's a real job. Like to act like it's hard work. Are you fucking kidding me? You're sitting there sending pictures of your ass to people in your underwear. How is that hard work? And if you're doing more than that, you're just a glorified sex worker. Straight up. Like, it's not hard work. It's the easiest money ever. I have respect for the OnlyFans models who actually are self-aware, but I don't have respect for the ones that complain about their job and act like it's a real job, act like it's hard work whatsoever. Goddamn delusional, just like how YouTube thought the age verification process is. Now don't get me wrong, I do think kids shouldn't be watching a lot of the stuff that's on YouTube, but also they can watch drill music and other harmful stuff without being age verified. So what is even the point? We all know the real reason why they added this. They just want to know every single little detail about you. They have like a database of every single person on the earth, like the Matrix. Now, I haven't had to go through this on my YouTube account, thankfully, but I have on my personal account. Now, in fairness, on my personal YouTube, I mainly just watch like Penguins, WWE and SpongeBob. So I mean, I hold my hands up. Maybe I can guess why the algorithm would pick me up as being under 18. Pause. But like, bro, I've had that account for years and they're still questioning my age. Are you stupid? I had to send them my passport. I don't want to send Google my passport. I don't want some random Chinese man having my photograph. What's wrong with you? Now listen, I could buy a good phone if I wanted to. I'm not balling like that. Please support the YouTube channel and help me move out the UK. But if I really wanted to, I could buy the newest iPhone, right? Well, probably maybe not the newest one, but I could buy a good ass iPhone. I choose not to though. I live with a £100 Android. I've had this one for like a year and I have no regrets. I'm perfectly happy with it. I guarantee you this phone gives me the same exact experience as a phone triple, quadruple, 5 times the price. People are just getting scammed. The only reason you would pay more for an expensive phone is the camera, because the £100 Android literally does everything you need it to do perfectly. It can play games perfectly, it can go on YouTube perfectly, it does everything perfectly. There's no reason to spend multiple of £100 on a phone, because I swear to you, my Redmi 13C, whatever the fuck it's called, does a perfect job. Literally. It doesn't have the best camera, yeah, but are you really happy spending about £400-500 extra just to get a good camera? And this camera isn't even bad. It's just mediocre. It's just decent. People straight up won't buy one of these inexpensive phones which are really good because they don't want to be called broke. But guess what? You become broke by spending money, not by saving it. Are you stupid? Since we're talking about prices, we might as well talk about the meal deals going up to £4.50. Are you actually mad? It's supposed to be an inexpensive dinner time option for people who are out and about. You might as well make it a fiver at this point. It's more convenient than £4.50. And don't even get me started on pot noodles costing more than £1. That genuinely makes me mad. It's a pot noodle. Noodles are supposed to be the cheapest food you can buy. And the shittest noodles, pot noodles, are more than £1 in most stores. What are you cooking? And don't even get me started on the Freddos. We all know about the Freddos, so I'm not even going to get into that. And the whole height thing going on right now, where women get mad at men for not being over 6 foot, or where men get mad at women for wanting a tall man. It's cringy. Who cares? You know, you aren't supposed to be with someone purely based off looks. You should go with the person you vibe with best. And like, I say all this as a zesty person, right? Pause. Right, I'm not going to get too much into that. But my point being, does love not exist anymore? You know what, men? You'd probably have a better chance of actually landing a girlfriend if you weren't going after exclusively Instagram models who's had about 20 surgeries because they feel insecure about their own looks. That's why they're looking for a man over 6 foot. Because they've had about 20 goddamn surgeries and they want to make them worthwhile. So stop this silly back and forth about height, because the people who exclusively care about height aren't the people you want to be with anyway, because they aren't the type of people that will want to be with you for you as a person. They want to be with someone just because they're attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, go for love, don't go for lust. As I mentioned though, I don't really have to worry about that. I'm a short person. I'm like, what, 5'7", 5'8", but I like being short. Honestly, bro, if I could be shorter, I would be shorter. And you can probably imagine why. But anyway, I move on to the next point, and that's people judging me for enjoying cartoons at my age. Yes, I watch SpongeBob, I watch regular show. Stop hating on it. It's better than doom scrolling brain rot TikTok you all watch. SpongeBob is baller, and I don't want to hear you argue otherwise. If I was watching Big Mouth, like, sure, then you can get mad. You should be wary of people that watch that show, because they're all wrong-uns in my humble opinion, especially if they're over the age of 13. But whilst we're on the topic of shows, let's talk about WWE, because people always like to put the fact that it's fake in your face, it's scripted, like we don't already know. We know WWE is fake, yet we still enjoy it. Do you know why? Movies are fake, TV shows are fake, your favourite Netflix show is fake. 90% of the media you consume is not real. You do understand that, right? So when WWE isn't real, why can't you understand that people enjoy it because it's entertaining? Are you that dumb? Can you not comprehend that? And the fact that individuality doesn't really exist anymore is really annoying and makes the world boring. Now, what do I mean by that? Everyone wears the same clothes. I don't know if it's the same outside of the UK, but whenever I go outside, everyone's wearing a grey tracksuit or a black tracksuit, and I'm so tired of seeing it. Like, add some colour to your library of clothes. Get some fashion, bro. You don't need to wear the same Nike Tech tracksuit you haven't took off for a month. Wear something different, I beg. Please. I'm not saying go around parading in a rainbow shirt, but like, goddamn, bro, at least wear something interesting. Like this Pingu shirt I have that says Newt Newt motherfuckers. That's absolutely baller. That's so much aura right there. But people think it's cringy, so they just wear a Nike shirt instead. Like, I give up, man. People are just boring nowadays, and they don't have the confidence, the self-respect to be themselves and actually do something interesting with their style. Everyone talks the same, everyone acts the same, and I hate everybody. And I think that's 10 things what annoy me, but just in case, here's a bonus one. The people who keep telling me to return to MCLC, even though I've made it extremely clear I do not want to play that game anymore. I like touching grass. You know what? I have a date tomorrow, bro. I never had a date when playing MCLC. Let me go free. Let me ride into the sunset. But no, people are just like, return to MCLC. Return. No. If you actually want to support me, you'd support my new content. And you wouldn't beg me to return to MCLC. Because I don't want to play that game anymore. But that's about it. Yeah, if you want a part 2 to this, I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff that annoys me I could think of. So let me know. More rank content coming soon, and I might stream Hollow Knight Silk Song tomorrow. I've never played it before. I've never played any of the Hollow Knight games before, so I don't know what to expect. I've heard it's very difficult though, so hey, you can expect a lot of rage if I do indeed decide to stream it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Subscribe, share it to your nan, whatever. See you in the next video.